God bless you out there across the globe. Global Christian friends, pastors out there, saints and churches. Pastors, draw closer to your flock. Draw closer to your flock. Listen more attentively to what God is saying. Don't just read this book to show how smart you are, or to show what this book is capable of doing through you and building great mega churches. All right? God told David, and David sitting down contemplating in his own house, he had a prophet there in his house. A man of God by the name of Nathan. He had a son, Nathan, too. Sitting there in his own house of cedars from Lebanon, that great country where those great cedars were, kind of like the redwood here, or the sequoias there, those great cedars of Lebanon, sitting down contemplating, I have a house of great cedars of Lebanon, that the ark of the covenant of God is intense. And that's good to think that way, because God had revealed what was on David's heart other than what was on David's mind. And he told David so. But he said, you can't build my house, but it will be done. And I want to make quite clear that because we use the Bible to build great churches, mega churches, there are those out there that use manuals of architecture that have built skyscrapers. All right? Let's not forget Nebuchadnezzar, this great Babylon that I have built. All right? Let's not forget Nimrod. That's another story. But we need to understand God beyond. John came from heaven to baptize us. We go to heaven to baptize John. What? You ask God about that. All right? We don't stutter, nor do we stagger at the promises of God. We need to understand this kind of an understanding. Of the water composed of hydrogen and oxygen, Jesus said, whoso drinketh of this water shall thirst again. John 4:13. And he showed that even in hell, this thirst is present. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue. The tongue is set on fire of hell, James chapter 3, verse 6 says. For I am tormented in this flame, Luke chapter 16, verse 24. Whoso drinketh of this water shall thirst again, even in hell. Because this water, the tongue, and hell are all in close proximity, as the oceans of the world and undersea volcanic activities attest to this fact. Connect all of this to these words for salvation from the Lord. But whosoever, now there is no national origin of whosoever, but it is that Jesus is now in a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, which means falsehood, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob, which is Israel, gave to his son Joseph. And this is proof before Jesus went up to Bethlehem among the Jews. Whoso drinketh of the water that I shall give him, don't forget what he said in Revelation 22 and 1. He showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal. Shall never thirst. Think about this. The water composed of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen, making up more than 70% of the planet, shall even be desired to be drank or drunk in hell. The only element capable of spiritual thirst is heat. Y'all hear that? My God, God is dropping some powerful knowledge on y'all today. And that when you are born again of water and of the Spirit, John 3 and 5, you are kept away from such tormenting conditions as hell. And even if you should come to the fiery stream of Daniel chapter 7 verse 10, the demigod Jesus is now about to reveal in effectiveness is as natural as the composites of natural water. But the water that I shall give him shall be where? In him. Notice that? In him. Now note the difference, that no one has to be requested to drink to dip the tip of a finger in water, because the water shall be within him. Keep that in mind. But wait, there is that which is greater. And that which is greater than the well which Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Understand these things. A well of water springing up, and keep this in mind, springing up, unaffected by the laws of gravity, because the design of such a well also defy the laws of hydraulics, into which also defy the principle of uncertainty, everlasting life, John 4 and 14. God bless you until the next time, Global Christian friends.